King James and Amplified most. So in those scriptures, it does say Jesus, and so for me, that's what I stick with. I don't add nothing and I don't change anything. I stick with what I read in the Bible, and I stick with what God says to me, you know? And so, yeah, the Holy Spirit, that's my teacher. I only do what the Holy Spirit guides me to do. You know, I don't do nothing else. I don't look at what nobody else is doing or saying. Like, if the Holy Spirit is making me uncomfortable in my heart, then I know that's not it. Or if He says, go here, you know, like there's sometimes I go places and I hear something, and sometimes I'm still learning about what I'm hearing, and I'm still learning to like follow what I'm hearing, right? So there's moments where I'm not thinking much of it and I do it anyway, and then something happens, I'm like, something clearly told me, and now I know it's the Holy Spirit. So the same way, like whatever I'm looking at, you know, because some people are like, oh well, people wrote the Bible. Well, we live in an earth where there's only people, like we can't expect anybody else or anything else to write it, right? And the same way that people wrote the Bible, the same way people wrote the Quran, people wrote anything else. People wrote cookbooks, and we still follow cookbooks, right? But for me, I read the Bible and I follow the Bible because that's what God is pulling me to. And that's what I believe, because I've seen too much happen. You know, like being Caribbean, we know what's up there. So I've seen a lot happen, and I've seen what the Bible does opposing to that, which is why I'm sticking to the Bible. The only reason I'm sticking to the Bible is because I've seen what happens. Well, I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know who added it in. I don't know. And to be honest with you, I never heard really about the Ethiopian Bible. And outside of the Bible, the only voice that I really listen to is that of the Holy Spirit, you know, because that's the same voice that goes all throughout the Bible. And so it could be that the Ethiopian book Bible is the same, except it has 22 more. But as long as the Holy Spirit is not leading me to it, I ain't touching nothing. I'll be very honest with you. I'm not touching anything. Mm. Yeah. So if the Holy Spirit is not talking about it to me, I'm not going to it. Yeah, that's a question that I don't have the answer to. However, the Holy Spirit is leading me to read the Bible, so that's where I'm gonna stick with. Like if He says, I don't want you to read this because it's been edited, then I won't read it because, you know. But to be honest with you, everything that I've read out of the Bible makes sense. And the parts that don't make sense is because my human comprehension might not comprehend at all. And so there comes the Holy Spirit, who is my teacher above all. And He will break down whatever I don't understand, and He will give revelation. And so um, for me, you know, I stick with the Holy Spirit. Like even before reading the Bible, I don't just open it and read it. I pray first. I ask for His direction. I ask for His knowledge and for His revelation through His word. So yeah, right. Because mm, can you join? Can we have people here? How can I do that? Can you invite? I know on Instagram